Okay. Yeah, that was that. That was one hell of an opening. I love you, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I remember hearing something vaguely about this whenever this came out, but I don't think it ever really occurred to me what this was or was supposed to be. And I went looking for some interesting dating sim games for February. It's Secret Badmirer. And when I saw this one, I forgot. And I said, oh, I guess I should grab that. That might be fun / strange. I don't know what I'm getting into here. You know, all I know is this exists and the art is really freaking me out. But I'm assuming, I say this ahead of time, I feel confident that I'm correct. I am assuming that this is going to be very tongue-in-cheek. If it's not, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. It's set up like a visual novel here on the menu screen. We'll see if that's what it is. I did confirm it doesn't use a controller, so it's keyboard and mouse, so I'm set up over here to do that. And yeah, let's see after that intro what this is about. Yes, chef. I wonder if there's going to be a cooking minigame in here. I should be honest, I eat chicken all the time. I don't care for fried chicken. I always bake or roast. I guess I should say roast. And as far as KFC goes, I might have eaten there once before, but I'm not sure that I have. So I hope they're the double down people, right? I heard about that. Chicken and biscuits. Okay, the sound is very up and down. That intro was very loud, so I turned down my PC volume, but it looks like I have to put it back up again. Okay. I'm entranced by the chicken poster on the right. That's pretty amazing. And I'm noticing a jewelry box with the KFC striping and what appears to be a boy band poster in the upper left, and maybe a tennis racket or a racquetball racket somewhere by the bed. Anyway, let's get into this. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you can murder whoever made this alarm clock. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Oh, we do have choices, so we can smack that that clock up, or throw it out the window and stay in bed and forever. I'm going to smack it. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. That seemed redundant. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy who gets to places early, so we're going to take this seriously. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist, teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. You know, in some places, confidently grabbing a biscuit has other meanings, and I'm worried about what I'm going to go to do at the school. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Your blood should be flowing regardless of what you ate. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, UCSAL. The Academy for Learning part is just not necessary. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Rob. No, Miriam. Looks nothing like Rob. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Brian. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, I'm interrupted because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Am I talking to her? Okay, at first the way this sentence started out, I thought he was thinking it, but the text box changed to dialogue. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famously long name and 3-day only semesters, okay, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? What would I do? I don't think I would change the subject. Pep talk. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Okay, and I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. The music drop was perfectly timed there. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books. I read boobs, but it's books, and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Brian's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. These women are objectifying me based on my gams. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying, especially the way I'm saying it for some reason. You know, for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend. Van the Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van. You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but As long as you've known them, Ashley and Double V have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, etc., would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Mirio. Psh, see you later, losers. That was creepy music. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Did he just fart? Yes, he did. Oopsie. I think it's broken. Your butt? You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop-Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Oh my god. Hi, Pop. I'm Brian, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Oh, wait. His face changed, so I thought he was saying it. Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. What was that a picture of on the wall? I need to take a look at this room. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of class. Adorable. It's called Sprinkles. So hang on, we've got a world map there to the right. Looks accurate enough. Although it's got that Mercator problem where South America and Africa look extremely small, but they're actually a lot larger than that. Yeah, am I supposed to know who that is on the wall? Because I don't. Anyway. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Thank God they shortened it finally. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. My character has obviously never watched dogs sniff everything. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty, sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is with all your really weird insults? I'm sorry. What are the odds that you're going to a university with the people you also went to kindergarten with? That's weird. I don't know that that's ever actually happened in life. I mean, the cherry blossoms and Colonel Sanders appears and he's handsome and has a goatee. That happens all the time. The dog teacher happens. Kindergarten to university, that doesn't happen. Besides, when Brian sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Oh, I'm going to take a moment to clean myself up. There we go. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. The artist didn't finish me. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss the rest of me. The artist didn't draw yet. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is acceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. Like, as in Ratchet and Clank? You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Oh, wow. I thought for a second I was going to be like, hold up. I think I need to see who made this game real fast. I was going to flip out. The class bursts into laughter, and it sounds something like this. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. Is this like the 3rd freaking time he's walked into the classroom? When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking to by a creature that sniffs butts, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? A beef treat, a rubber ball, or a chicken snack? Well, I don't know. They all seem fine. They all seem like they're gonna tick him off. But I eat so much chicken, it might as well be a chicken snack. And it's a game made by like a company famous for chicken, so... You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he realizes you're wearing nothing under the apron. His favorite. Oh, see, now I wonder if they all would have been favorites. Well, I think there might be some competition for New Star Student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool and a reason to file a lawsuit. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. They have no idea what it's like for their hand to feel this way. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Let that be a lesson to all of you out there. Settle down, young chefs, take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Brian, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me. if you're interested. Two good options, but I think I would choose to sit next to my friend. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Hey, that student name is Pop. Yep, got it. I knew that joke was coming up. Yay, a quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? It's extremely important. Looking at you, Pop, despite the fact that I'm the one with the hands of dog slobber. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... I mean, okay, feather, but I'm not sure I agree with that analogy. I have some problems with it. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? I want to click a comically oversized fork, but spork was mentioned, so we're saying spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Let's see, anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt, camel meat, or a pancake that looks like a silly face. I never thought about how you could have camel meat. I wonder how that is. But it's got to be the top answer. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's the best boy. Well, that's right. A perfect score. 5 out of 5. It feels like Sprinkles is the one saying this to me, but it's in the thought box. I did not cheat. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain, and I have hearts shimmering out of my body. Hot diggity, Brian, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. Really? It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating in these cheap-ass plastic chairs on these cheap-ass plain tables. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Is that a reference to Martha Stewart up there? Is it her cafeteria? Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this Colonel Sanders? That was weird. The screen just blinked very strangely at me. Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light from all of the vegetable oil. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. I know he has an actual accent with his character in like the commercials, but I have no recollection of what it is. The accent in my head I'm thinking about isn't his. It's Dave something from Wendy's. The guy who goes, hamburgers. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Shaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of these ingredients is poison. Got him? He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick bird. Oh, I didn't understand the got him comment. Now I do. Too late. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Well, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. I'm going to savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. We approach. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Jeez. He died of a heart attack, gasping in the cafeteria that wasn't that special. How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had. Where did the cane come from? I didn't see that before. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? What do they say about secrets? I don't actually know what I don't know if my guy's just floundering here or like what.
Aw.
You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, "Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use beep. It's something my great-grandmother taught me." Beep? Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find him outside, standing in the quad. "Oh, it's you again, howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated." "It sounds like you've got big plans." "I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that." I like how this is a prequel to the existence of KFC. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. So are we going to neg him to show your own strength? No, negging is stupid. People shouldn't do that. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up, or be modest but thoughtful? I'm going to go with modest here. But I did consider the big idea for a second there. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliments. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders and kill him, tearing his throat. Oh, no, never mind. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team of two, that is? You know, me and you, if that wasn't clear. We on the same page? Do you want to be my partner? Aw, sure. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. And then beep boop. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Okay, that line was good. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Pop or Clank? Okay. What if Pop... So Clank is not the Ratchet and Clank, but I want him to be. But he's not. Pop, however, is interesting because he seems to be a child, but what if Pop is actually the third member of the serial team-up of Snap, Crackle, and Pop? So that's my current theory. He's not a child, he's a tree elf. So she's going to go pop, pop. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. He holds up a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I'm looking at her now. I disagree with that. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Actually, you don't need flint at all to make a fire. But anyway, which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy. You don't even need to cook it. Or you can use octopus to blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Or your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. You know what? My grandmother never made mashed potatoes and gravy. Or at least if she did, I don't remember it. She just made me whack the mic here. But I've never had steak tartare. I'm actually not a fan of octopus. I've tried it a couple different ways. It's not for me. So mashed potatoes and gravy it is. What can I say? I'm Irish. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? Maybe do the twist? And gravy? I forgot that's a menu item, isn't it? I didn't do that on purpose. I think I was supposed to, and I did it on accident. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Really? Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of pine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Get out of here. You're ruining it for me. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off of my man potatoes. Did someone call for me? Wait, did that rock music come on before when he showed up? I just noticed his mohawk is a pompadour and a star. That's awesome. No, geez. While I'm over here crushing Brian's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Brian was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I don't know why we go to Miriam for this. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Brian as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Brian's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Brian. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potatoes face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Oh, I thought it was me thinking stuff. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. You look back at the plate. The rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. All night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I keep changing the voices of every single character and became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Brian. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes, floating on a shooting star. Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Look at my hair. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally just killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What? I don't even. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can dispute syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What? What will you do? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? I'll cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. That's not enough. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack again. It worked last time, right? Cook with more love. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. He focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. We're going to cook with more love. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. He uses Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. So I'm going to attack again. Again! Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. I was close. 10 more attacks, I would have got him. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare the wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this. I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your I love that. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there instructing your love dreams. That sucks. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Okay. So, I don't know how this game pauses and breaks for anything. So it's been almost an hour. We're on day 2 now. I feel like this is where I need to take a break. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Early thoughts here is this is pretty funny. It's funny from a marketing standpoint, and it's also funny on the self-awareness standpoint that I feel like I'm getting from this. Both of which are highly appreciated. So, see you guys next week.